Daf Lamed Gimel Amud Beis Tanu Rabbanan. We learned Minayin Shbe Shofar. How do we know about the shofar? Talmud Lomar V'havarta Shofar Teruah. Since it says that you should pass through a shofar of blowing. Ainli Elabiyovel Rosh Hashana Minayin. So that pasuk is for the Yovel year. What about on Rosh Hashana? How do we know? Talmud Lomar בחודש השביעי. So we learned that it says in the 7th month. It's Yom Teruah. She'ein Talmud Lomar בחודש השביעי. So it doesn't have to say this in the 7th month. Ma Talmud Lomar בחודש השביעי. Why does it say in the 7th month? She called Rosh shel chodesh hashvi'i. Because that to teach you that all the blowings of the 7th month should be one like the other. So it equalizes all the Rosh Hashanahs. So Rosh Hashanah by Yovel should be similar to Rosh Hashanah by all the other years. Even though the Yovel shofar, the Rosh Hashanah of Yovel may actually be Yom Kippur. But the concept is that the 7th month corresponds with Bina. With the concept of that supernal 7. With the concept also of all 7s are beloved. V'hine shofar hu gamkein bina. Now, shofar is also bina, just like the 7th month is bina. When like it says that you, when you blow the horn of the yovel, so the not just the year is called yovel, but the horn itself is called yovel. Which is the 50th concept, the idea of Shara Chamishim, or the concept of Bina. The Alma Dechiru of Bina in Mishnah, the Daled Beis Yud Aleph. Alkein Tros V'Tkios Shebechodesh Hashvi'i Hem B'Shofar Davka. So therefore, the blowing of the Tru and the Tkiya in the 7th month, or specifically in the Shofar, just like we learned the Trua from Yovel, so we learn the shofar, that the blowing is with a shofar. How do we know that you blow the simple blast beforehand? Like it says, you should pass through the blowing to the trua. That the simple meaning is that the havarta that you should pass through is that you blow a blast. Mevor bezor emor tzadik tes aleph the tarat truatkia hem neged gimel avos. That it says there how the tkiya truatkia correspond with the 3 forefathers. It only that Zohar only discusses the Tkiya Trua Tkiya because that's the one Mideoraisa, doesn't describe the other Storim. The Tkiya Shvarim Trua or the Tkiya Trua Shvarim Trua Tkiya. But that Tarat corresponds with the 3 Avos, Pshutos Heim Avraham, that the simple ones are Avraham v'Yakov. Shu Chesed v'Tiferes, that correspond with kindness and mercy. V'Atrua be'emtza b'chinas Yitzchak, and the blasts in the middle are Yitzchak. Shadin v'Gvura tzarich lios nimtak al yedei Chesed b'Tchila, that the strictness, the judgment needs to be sweetened by first having kindness, v'Achakach Tiferes, and afterwards the mercy afterwards that sweetens it, so that the judgment is in the middle, surrounded by the sweetening. V'zeu inyan v'havarta taviru. That's the concept of passing through and passing with a shofar. Like the concept of Passover, and Hashem passed over his countenance, meaning that you get through that concept in order to get to the last in the middle of the judgment, because we want to surround it. So the Vayavor is like the concept of the mercies, supernal mercies, or the passing over the iniquities, a concept of forgiveness and kindness. So that's the kindness and the rachamim that surround the judgment of the Tkiyah Torah Tkiyah. Menayin l'shalosh shel shalosh shalosh, and how do we know that you have 3 of 3 3? Hine zeh lashon habechaye sof parsha kisishma daf kuf kaf daled amud daled. So the Bechaye says, Odiacha va'alefcha chachma, I will give you knowledge and teach you wisdom. Betam she's kirakaz of shlosha pamim panim. In this, that the verses teach us 3 times of 3 ways. Yidul Mevin, it's known to the one who understands. Ki yud milos hem nechlakos l'shlosha milos. That 10 levels are divided into 3 levels. Shel shalosh shalosh of 3 3. Yerishon and nikres ayin ve'in lahaskira. Why is there only 9 and not 10? Because the first one is called not, and we don't mention it. Bechinas keser, the concept of the crown. Hamayla rishon and nikres kavod iloyin, and the first level then is called supernal honor. Hi bechinas ve'achachma ma'ayin timatza. It's the idea of how wisdom comes from this nothing, comes from not. And the second level is called the middle honor. And look what's brought in the verse, that there's on all honor there is a chuppah. And the third level is called the final, the last honor. So you have 3 concepts of honor: the beginning, the middle, and the end. And this is the secret of the Mishnah and the mitzvah of blowing the shofar. Shalosh shel shalosh shalosh, the 3 of 3 3. And in all the worlds, and all, it's called the honor and the countenance. And that's the end of the quote from the Bechaye. So since you have 3 concepts, each one composed of 3, so you have 9. That the Chochmah is composed of 3, and the Tiferes is composed of 3, and the Kavod Achron is composed of 3. So Chabad Chagas Nehi. וכן משמע בזוהר ויקרא דף י"ח עמוד בייס ואפשלום על דרך שאמרו רז"ל. So too it's implied in Zohar Vayikra, and we can say according to what our sages said, Ba'asar Maros Nivra Ha'olam, that the world was created with 10 statements, Shem Gam Kinim Shachim Eser Mailos, that they're also drawn from the 10 levels, Bereshis B'choch Masa, Robekad Minyain Sham. Whether we have the Aramaic translation of Onkelos or Yonasan, of with wisdom, or with the beginning of Keser. Look over there. Look what's brought in the Mamar, that it says that it brings the statement that couldn't we have created with one statement, Malchus, that one statement would have been the concept of Malchus, Sheklula Gamkin Me'eser Bechinos, that also is composed of 10 concepts. But when it's composed of 10 statements, it's a greater level. Therefore, Rosh Hashana, which is the day of the creation of Adam, the first man. You need to draw down 10 statements. So if the shofar blasts correspond with the idea of 10, and then we want to create the world with 10 statements, so you have to have a concept of 10. And the main concept is the 9, which are the ones that are added onto that malchus, the one statement. Those are the extra ones that completed. Those are the 9 blasts to the concept of 3 of 3. And that corresponding with this are the 9 blasts, that these 9 voices are the source for speech, shall test my morals of the 9 statements. Look what's brought on the verse that Hashem fights his enemies, that it says there that he'll judge the ends of the earth. And the end then says he'll give strength to the king, the concept of malchus. Bishmol Aleph Simin Yud Beis Yud the Is of Yerushalmi Perek Dalet the Brachos the Masnisin the Gimel the Kail Rosh Hashana. It's brought in Yerushalmi Brachos in the Mishnah that he'll judge the ends of the earth refers to Rosh Hashana Shu Yom Hadin, which is the day of judgment. V'nizkeru mekodem tisha pamim shem havaya, and it's mentioned beforehand 9 times the name havaya k'neged zetiku b'tisha brachos, and corresponding with this they blew 9 blessings b'musaf to Rosh Hashana. In the musaf of Rosh Hashana we blow blasts. We blow similarly 9 blasts by each bracha. That is also drawing down from the idea. Actually, it's 10 because you have the shvarim also, but it's the general idea of 9. And that is also the concept of 3 Hanal Lebechinas Malchus Shu Shem Adnai, and to the idea of Malchus, which is the name Adnai, V'zeu Yadin Kol Chul, and that's the concept of he will judge all. That the name Adnai has the concept of Aleph Din, is of the concept of Yadin. V'ayim Mashikazav Litin Schar Tov Latzadikim. As is known in the Kavanos that the Aleph is like Resh Yud Vav Din. And this is the idea of to give good reward to the righteous, Shemekaimi Misa Olam Shenivra Basar Memoros, that fulfill the world, that keep the world going, that's created with 10 statements. Al Pasuk V'chol Banayich L'mudei Havaya, on the verse, and all your sons are learners of Hashem. Binyan Al Tikra Banayich Elabonayich, with the idea of do not read it sons, read it your builders. Yain Sham Sif Ches. Look what it says over there. That it's a similar idea of fulfilling or building the world with 10 statements. And through the psukim of the Torah, of the Malchut Zichronos V'Shofros, the psukim, 10 psukim also corresponds with the Chabad Chagas Nehi, as is brought in the Kavanos of the Magid of Koznitz.